Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Alex, or Builds, and today we are continuing on with Let's Build a Skyscraper Part 2. So you guys were very optimistic about how this thing looks, even more than me in fact. And you know what? It is a strange looking build. I've never built anything like it before, and I have absolutely no idea how it's going to turn out too, but I would never put anything on my channel that looks bad. So, you know, this is just going to have to look good. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this up again by 3, 4, 5. I think we discussed 6. I didn't have a look at it, but 3, 4, 5, 6. That was insane. I just guessed that. So we're going to bring this up again. You're going to want to do that for every single one of these kind of like little glass details. And it is a very weird shape, guys. I would agree with you. And there's a lot going on for this build. I mean, like I said, it's very concept. A few people were saying like they didn't know what style this was. I think someone said it was traditional. I was like, no, dude, this is definitely not traditional. This is a concept modern design. Very kind of like futuristic looking, I guess you could say. And it looks very strange at the moment. And the final result is going to look very different to how this actually appears at the moment. So that is all I'm going to say about that. This is a whole glass feature, and this is actually going to have to go up about 200 blocks or something crazy like that. So it's going to be a pain to build, guys, and I do apologize for that. But, you know, you can't build a small skyscraper. Someone said this isn't a skyscraper, and I went, yeah, well done, this is part 1. What do you expect? We're going to build 256 blocks in, you know, one episode? That's not happening. So it may take a little while till it looks like a skyscraper, guys, but, you know, hopefully it should look something like a skyscraper. Episode 3, I'd say. It's going to probably start looking like an apartment building maybe at the end of this. Hopefully, anyway, that is the plan. There's a lot of progress to be made on this build. So we're going to... Basically, we're going to take this up. We're going to keep doing this with the glass. We're going to keep extending it out by 1 block and then bringing it up by like 6. Until it meets a certain point of kind of like curvature. And once it's done that, we're going to build a huge straight section of the glass, and then we're going to curve it back in again. So it's going to be like concave, I guess you could say. Yeah, so it's really starting to take shape, guys, and you're really going to see what I mean. It kind of like, it comes out like that, right? And then it goes up like that, and then it curves back at the very top. It's an interesting design. So what we're going to do is, I think this may be the last time we do this. I mean, it all depends on how tall it looks. So you're going to want to bring it up again by 4, 5, 6. And do that exact same thing that we just did in the previous part by bringing each part out by 6. And guys, I have some good news to tell you. The server, my creative server, Builds Creative, is now up and running. It is only available at the moment to builders, just due to a lack of plugins. So basically, anyone could come on right now and completely destroy my server, put TNT everywhere and blow everything to crap. So for that reason, I've not made it public, because you do get people like that. But hopefully within about a week, I do think it will be public, and there's going to be a server video coming out explaining the whole situation. But you guys know why it's not public now, right? I don't want my server being blown to crap, and for that reason, it's not out at the moment. Because I think I did it once. Basically, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this website called 4chan. It's like this huge forum website. You get like loads of hackers and stuff on there, I think. Never really explored the website myself. But someone posted the IP to my old server on that website. How they got my IP, I don't know. It was private. It wasn't whitelisted though. And literally, we had swarms of people joining. Just me and Smithers' boss were overwhelmed by the amount of people just coming on our server and causing us shit. And just trying to like destroy everything. So, you know, for that reason, it's going to be on lockdown for a little while. Only available to builders. And once we get the server a little bit more developed and we get the plugins up and running, you guys are going to be able to join. You're going to be able to look around and, you know, hopefully get some building ideas and inspiration. That is the plan. And it's going to be really, really cool. We have some great people coming on. So guys, I think what we're going to do, let me take a quick browse at my plan. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to extend it out by 1. And instead of coming up by 6, what we are going to do is we're going to come up by 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I did count that right, I hope. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Aha, 12. There you go. Thought you could sneak away from me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did lie. I always check my measurements 3 times. When you are building very fast, guys, it is very easy to make simple little mistakes like that. I used to have an absolutely massive issue with building things out of line. This is when I very first started Minecraft. I remember my friend Lewis, who has a YouTube channel called Smithers Boss, had OCD like crazy. And I used to build these massive houses and all the windows and like all the rooms and stuff, they were all out of line, and he used to go absolutely mad at me. It was hilarious. Sometimes I used to build stuff just to piss him off for fun, and it was really funny. But I've got a little bit better now. Triple checking your builds, I would always recommend. Always check for measurement errors. It's very common, and it can make a build look very unprofessional and crap very easily. So what we're going to do is when this is complete, we're going to take a step back, we're going to have a look, and we're going to see if this build is ready to kind of concave back in at the top. And once we've done that, we then start the next section of the build, which is going to be very cool, guys. And I said, and I'm probably going to get asked, I guarantee it's going to be episode 2 or it'll be number 3, where are you going to do interior, 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 interior? I can literally see it, swarms of comments of interior are literally just getting ready to surf my way. Guys, it depends on your feedback. I mean, I will do interior if you really want me to, and that will depends on how many people want me to do interior. You know, if there's like 2 people saying interior, then I'm not going to do interior. If there's like say 15 or maybe 20 of you guys who want interior, then of course I'm going to bring it to you. I mean, interior is very difficult. It's very demotivating because it's such a challenge. So I know it's going to be a test. Definitely with this build. Every room, like I said in the previous part, will have to be different. And due to that, it's going to be a very difficult build. But you know what? Hopefully by the end of this, you guys are going to say it starts looking like a skyscraper. Or at least the size of a tall apartment building. Because before people were like, this isn't a skyscraper, what is that? And I was like, yeah, but I'm still developing the base, you guys don't understand. And anyway guys, I am going to do some more tutorials on my channel. I haven't been doing much recently because of how well tutorials have been doing on my channel. I have a mainly building base fan for big builds, mansions, skyscrapers. That's where most of you guys subscribe to me from. And my big modern houses, which you guys like. So when I go and build little cars and stuff, a lot of you guys, you know, you don't generally click on the video, so it doesn't do that well, which is a little bit demotivating. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get at least 1 tutorial a week, so I enjoy doing them. And admittedly, sometimes they can do very, very well on YouTube, especially things like Lamborghinis and Bugattis, and you know, because that's what everyone wants to have in their modern house. You know, they want to have a Bugatti parked outside. If you were going to have a house, what car would you want outside? You know, you got to think like that. But anyway, guys, let's take a step back and have a look. See, that is going to be difficult because I don't know. Right, I think what we're going to do is we're going to come up now, guys, and we're going to extend it out by another 12. Yes, that is right. It's just simply because it's just looking a little bit stumpy at the moment. This has got to be like the center part of the build, and if I imagine this build let me just change the time here, guys. If I imagine this build another 2 times higher than it is at the moment, it's not really going to look like a skyscraper. It's going to be about 180 blocks tall, maybe, something like that. And to me, that's not a skyscraper. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, spot on. Yeah, so this has to really be around the 220 mark, maybe the 230 mark. Of course, 250 would be insane, but I like making skyscrapers. If I do the tallest, the biggest, the most badass, it's just how we roll. And if you guys haven't seen how to build a skyscraper part 1, my very first skyscraper that I did on YouTube, which is actually the #1 search result, guys, now for a modern skyscraper. I can't thank you guys enough for that. It's amazing. We even outdid Corrales. So I was like, whoa, Corrales, that's insane. You guys managed to bring mine on top of his video. I was like, what the hell? How is that happening? But anyway, guys, you love that. And that's what indicated to me that I needed to bring you guys another one. But of course, go check it out. You haven't already. It's a good video. Not that easy to follow the Let's Build. And with this Let's Build, I plan to make it easier to follow. And of course, if you can't follow it, for this one, you will also have a download. So I really do listen to you guys, your criticism, your feedback, and I try and make my channel better upon that. But today we're gonna get another video out because I promised you guys on Twitter. I keep trying to encourage you guys to go over to my Twitter, get some more people involved. It is @BuildsHD if you want to check it out. I post basically what I'm up to, what videos I got planned, video what I did. So a lot of the videos made are actually based on feedback from you guys on Twitter. So if you guys ever really want to see something, of course, drop it down below in the comment section, or just tell me on Twitter, guys, because I am most active on there. So once we've done this, then we can start, concaving it back in, like I said. But we're going to take a little look, because we really don't want this build to look stumpy. A lot of skyscrapers can very easily go that way. And I've seen a lot of skyscrapers mess up that way before that have had real potential, and you take a look at them now and you are like, what in the hell is that? But no, I think that's right. That's going to work. Sorry about that, guys. My phone has been buzzing all day. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to start on this side now. I'm sorry if the majority of this video is literally just placing glass. I do apologize for that, but these things take time. And another thing that you guys did say in the feedback on my videos is that I'm actually going to quickly just mute my phone before it decides to go on a mad one. Let's go mute this phone. Alright, it's muted. Yeah, but what was I saying? Oh, I can't actually remember. I hate that when you forget what you're saying. It's the most annoying thing. But anyway, yeah, we're going to take a look at this. Hopefully it's not stumpy. Then we can start curving it in. And, oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. You guys didn't really like me using lots and lots of weld edit on bigger projects. You said, like, sometimes it was unclear on what was being built, and, you'd rather it be legitimate. So, of course, I'm going to start bringing you guys a lot more legitimate tutorials. Of course, now I got my server back. I will be using weld edit on a lot of my builds, but the majority of the structure will be built legitimately. And of course, all the variations that I do make using weld edit, I always try and give you guys a variation of options that you can pick, to make your build in vanilla. Because, that's only fair. Alright, so what we got next? Alright, this is going to be a challenge, guys. It's really going to be a challenge. There's a section in this build that I'm really not looking forward to trying to pull off, because it's just going to be insane. So we accidentally built this 11 high, so we're going to just take it up to that next level and take a look back. Boom. Check that out. That is looking sweet. I am liking that. So we discussed these with 6 guys. So basically, we're going to get to the top now, and we're going to start bringing this build back in again. This is going to start coming in by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to do the opposite of what we've just been doing, and bring it back in again. And you're probably going to want to do this, I'd say, about 4 times, 4 different levels. So this skyscraper, the problem with Minecraft is I really do think that now we have 32 render distance on 1.8, which is twice as much as 16. Why not double the height limit in Minecraft? I mean, being able to build 512 blocks in height would be insane. We really do need that ability. And I really do think Mojang should definitely edit the height limit so that we can do these kind of things, because having skyscrapers that are 512 blocks in height, that would be badass. I mean, you'd be able to fit so much more detail, so much more realism, twice as much, and it would just be great. So they really need to consider that. So guys, after this pen, I am going to do a little bit of cheeky speeding up, but I'm going to tell you guys exactly what is going down. So literally, it's going to be so easy to follow because you've been doing it basically for the last 15 or so minutes. Alright. Let's get you done. I do apologize, guys. I've said it already. I know so much of this video has literally just been placing blue glass. But this skyscraper is made up of basically like, well, what would we say? Like 50% glass. So, you know, a lot of the build will be placing glass. But once we start adding that like stained clay in and all that kind of cool jazz, you guys are going to be wowed. Hopefully. Like I said, I'm not looking forward to the next part we're going to have to pull off. Because see, the glass is easy. It follows a fairly simple pattern on this build. But you know, the stained clay, we got some real interesting details to include. I'm going to take a look back. We're going to see what we think of what we can do for the build. Alright guys, so what I'm going to say is symmetrical. You guys love things to be symmetrical. What I would probably say is we're going to bring it back about another 4 of these. So you're going to want to do this and bring this whole thing back by, you know, it goes up by 6, comes back by 1, and you're going to want to do that 4 times. And guys, once you've done that, I will meet you guys back in a moment. Hope you're enjoying the build so far, and we're going to see what this thing looks like. So I'll see you guys back in a second. Don't go anywhere. So guys, welcome back. It is actually looking really cool now, and I did extend it up by one. I said we were going to bring it up 4 levels. Instead, what we did is we brought it up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as you can see. And I just did that because it looked a little bit uneven with the base below. As you can see, it's kind of even on both sides now, or near enough. And it did still kind of look a little bit stumpy. As you can see, when you look up now, it looks a lot more complete. And the actual structure, the design features that we have going on, it's missing so much detail, guys. So once again, we're still going to have people that are optimistic about this build. Of course, there always will be. And I'm optimistic about it myself. But there's a lot more to add to this build. That's all I'm going to say. So what you're going to want to do is see surrounding this area we have a lot of empty gaps where basically we haven't filled in. You guys may have, I just haven't got around to it yet. You're just going to fill this in with some of this clay that we chose to use for the surrounding area. I think this works really well with this particular design. I was going to use light stained clay, but instead I thought this looked way better than the grey version. So what have we got to add now? Well, I think what we will do is we will extend this little elevated detail that we have up all the way, and you're going to want to do that so it is in line with the height of this build. So that may take a little while, guys. So what can we do next? I'm just thinking. Well, I don't think we're going to add this kind of like curved grey stained clay detail that we have going on in the design yet, just because it is such a massive amount of work. And it's really going to test me, that, guys. See, we have this big kind of glass open window at the front of the build. And we have these kind of grey stained clay details that kind of wrap around it, and you guys are going to see that in a later stage, maybe part 3 if we decide to do it. And then I'm really not sure. I keep messing up on my speech, it's really starting to annoy me. But yeah, if we decide to do that, guys, we will, of course. I don't know if we're going to get around to it in part 3. Like I said, this Let's Build could be up to 15 parts, just dependent on, you know, how much detail we decide to put in. And of course, if there's interior, I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be a lot more than 15 parts. But hopefully it's going to be a good build and you guys enjoy it. And that's the whole purpose of this. So I think we got about another 5 minutes of recording time left. I like to count my videos down. I talked about this in the previous part, just because, you know, I don't like you guys to watch huge videos from me, because of course then it can get a little bit boring. Let's just try bring this up. This is just taking so long. Everything is so manual with our world edit, you know, like I can see what you guys go through now. This is just, wow, it's so much effort. And that's just brings another thing to me, guys. It's just why I find it so awesome to see when I see people in the comment section saying like, oh, I just put this in my world, put this build in my city, you know, put this house in my town. Like, I just find that so amazing, guys, because it shows me that most of you who don't have world edit have still gone through the effort of actually placing block by block of this build in your town or whatever, and that's just, it's mind-blowing. But anyway, guys, we've got some more topics to talk about, since this is going to get pretty boring because literally nothing's going on right now with this building. I've actually recently been on my server while I was compressing that speed up that we just had. I went on my server, I found a few builders on there. We actually have 7 active builders right now. I mean, that's crazy. We have Blues, we have Dawson, we have Dubs, we have Merwin. We have, I think, Godcrafter may come on and build a little bit, and that would be really cool. We got a lot of stuff happening, guys, and Smithers Boss, of course, I think he's continuing his Let's Build on my server. Whether that happens or not, I'm not sure, because you guys may know that this is a completely brand new world, and the truth was, with our other server, I didn't really like a lot about the whole layout and everything. So what I did, well, I didn't really have an option, but what happened was GG was like, you need to buy another month if you want your world. And I was like, oh, are you serious? You know, can't you just give this to me, you know, without me buying another server month? They're like, no, you have to buy another month if you want that world. And I was like, ah, you know what, screw you, GG. Then provisional hosting gave me the option to, of course, have the server free for 1 year, which is crazy, and this server's even better than the one that I was paying for. So it's just a win-win situation here. So we basically start off fresh. We got a brand new landscape, a beautiful seed. I don't even know what it is like. It was completely random. I was like, all right, we're probably going to need to find a new seed. I went into the world just to check out what it looked like anyway. I was like, oh my god, this is beautiful. It's like a beachside. What we're thinking of going for is a beachside town. And like loads of modern condos, villas. Might have a pier, like a fun fair or something. Some modern kind of cliffside homes, kind of like LA modern style homes like that. Surf shops, promenades, little shopping outlets. It's really gonna be really epic once it's done. What I'm thinking of doing, guys, is I'm thinking of starting a series where I show you the progress of the server, like I originally started doing for Builds Creative. And I just checked that part, guys. That video is getting around 200 views every day. It's more than half a year old, and it's on about 7,000 views now. And I literally called it like Modern Creative Server. So for it to get that many good views with that title, because it's there's so many good Modern Creative Servers out there. There's so much competition on YouTube. Is really amazing, guys, and we're gonna obviously completely outdo that server. I've still got all the same good builders from that server coming across to build for my new one and more, so I'm really looking forward to it. And of course, guys, hopefully if everything goes to plan, what we will have is an up running server that you can join as public if you're not quite good enough to meet the building requirements. And you can just have a browse around, see what's happening for yourselves. And that's just going to be amazing. That's going to be the part that I probably enjoy the most, just seeing you guys all on the server. So for now, guys, the back elevator is going to be like that until we actually develop it. I'm just thinking of what we can do now. And I guess one of the details that we can do is we can get started with a really cool section of the build that I'm really excited about. I'm just thinking about how we can apply it. So I thought of going with grey stained clay. Now the reason for this is it's going to contrast well with the lighter clay, and I think it's just going to overall look really good. We're probably going to start this about 3 blocks away from the actual structure. This is going to come back. Oh guys, just saying, this is from the last block of glass is 1, 2, 3, 4 away. Almost messed up on measurements there. You guys would have killed me. I know how you feel about your measurements. So it appears this is going to come back about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we'll bring it back. Whoops, another 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring it back another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 6. Jeez. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we are there. I think what we're going to do now, guys, is we'll bring out 7, and we'll join this to the elevator shaft. So you're just going to bring it along till it's in line with the elevator shaft, and then what you're going to do is connect it. It's going to look very, very strange at the moment, and that is because the design is actually not like made up, not configured. This is just the very, very base of the design that we have flowing through. What do we have here? Oh, okay. So it turns out, guys, made a small little mistake. What we're going to do is we're going to replace that one here like that. And I'm going to bring this forwards all the way here. So it's actually overhanging by one. I'm going to delete these. I'm sorry, guys. I know people get really, really irritated when I build stuff and then I delete it because you're following me step by step. So you're pausing and then continuing to find out what you've just made isn't there. It's understandable, but it's for the best of the build. Bring us back 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd say 7. Come out by 2. Come out by 2. Come out by 3. Another 3, guys. And then where are we located? Where are we? All right, we gotta get this even, so you guys are gonna hate me even more. We're gonna have to actually delete that and delete that. I have a 4 there. We're gonna have a 2 there, and then we're gonna have a 2 there. I do apologize if Anyway, this is a little bit more difficult to follow than you thought. It's really, this part of the build, guys, is going to challenge me enormously because, see, this has such a unique shape what I've drawn out that it's really going to be difficult. We're going to bring this about 4. Come out by 3. I'm going to delete everything that we've just placed. You guys are going to hate me so much. I'd say, guys, wait, see what I build, and then let me explain it to you. So we're going to go 4, 3, then we're going to go diagonal 2, as you can see. We're going to come across by another 3. Do we have enough room? You know what? How's that looking? Alright, well, we're going to take a risk, and we're going to say that's the final product. And maybe in the next episode, like, guys, let's come on, let's remove this. This is not working. But for now, we're just going to say it works, okay? Just to bear us some time. This is a 3, so you're going to want to make it symmetrical with that other side. And then that was a 4, right? We considered it was going to be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be like that, guys. It's going to be a complicated design, this. Not easy at all. And we may not like that. But for now, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to configure this whole design. I'm going to really think about it, draw it out, maybe draw out a different version. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Looking more like a skyscraper now, right? It is. Hopefully, anyway. If you've enjoyed the video, be sure to leave it a like. It's really appreciated and gives me a ton of motivation to keep building. Drop me a comment down below. I really want to hear what you guys think about this build. It's completely unique. I don't think anyone's built anything like this before, which makes it great. Server will be up soon, guys, and there will be a server video out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Drop a like, go subscribe for more content, and I will catch you guys in my next skyscraper let's build. I'll see you guys there.